Well, that was quick.
Hello.
Hello. So, you're early. I was gonna go and get my water and get ready.
All right, so we can do that. I'll just turn the video off because I need a cup of tea as well. So I'll see
Okay.
you. Well, it'll be on here, but yeah.
Morning.
Hello. How you
Morning.
doing? Ray, you good?
Yep. Good morning, everyone, or happy afternoon.
Happy afternoon.
Hey, Zach.
Ray, you good? Oh, there's a delay. There's a crazy delay. Hang on. Why is there a crazy delay? Oh, I know why. Because I am also streaming live to YouTube. Live to YouTube. So now I've got to find. Where is it? Lost the window. Don't know where it is. Is it here? This one? No, it's not this one. Hello, hello, hello. Test, test, test. You can hear me, right, Ray?
Yep, sure can.
Zach, you can hear me?
Yep.
Oh no, can you guys hear that? Like, you can hear me, right?
No, there's no feedback on my end.
Oh, I've got like an echo coming from somewhere. I don't know where it's
Yeah,
coming.
I can get that as well. If you're live streaming, you might want to turn off. If you got on two separate machines, turn off the mic on the other one,
Hang on.
or just mute the mic on one of them. I can get it as well. If you're live streaming, you might want to turn off.
Oh, there it is. Okay, there. Okay. So, turn mute. Test, test, test. Okay, then we're good. So, all right, it's four. It's Gen.ai, office hours, week 5. Right? Who knew that we would make it to week 5? I didn't even think that I would make it to week 1. So, like,
Well, we've had a lot of interesting problems that we solved from 1 to 5. Interesting from nonprofits to a real book author to someone wanting to do online marketing that we were able to help them get their feet, started. So.
And so I think just following on from last week, what I wanted to make sure that we did was have a little bit more structure. And so what I'd like to do is just kick off with a quick round of introductions. I'm Vikas Bhatia, partner at itchgen.ai. I am the tech whisperer. Ray.
I'm Reagan Eastman. I'm community manager at itchgen.ai. I'm also an AI trainer.
She's a partner.
And a partner, forgive me,
And
but
she's responsible for all things people.
all things people. Yeah.
There you go. She undersells herself. And then on the line, whoever wants to ideally come onto camera, say hi to the folks. Give a quick little introduction, that'd be great.
Hi, I'm Zach. New to the place here. Trying to find my way around tech a little bit, and I'll hopefully be able to provide any some contributions of benefit later on as we go through these challenges and learn more about what this is all about. And I'm just here to kind of learn as much as I can of you.
So he's being really humble, right? So last week I launched Shelfie, and I put it up on this vibe coding group, and Zach was the guy that said to me, "Why are you charging so little?"
Yeah.
So he and I connected, and I said, "Oh, I've got to go now because I've got to do this office hours." And he said, "I might come." I was like, "All right, cool, off you come." I know we got Kim online as well. Kim, are you there? Are you off? Are you
I'm here.
Hello, Kim. So
Hi.
nice to see you. How's your week been?
Busy.
Yeah,
How about yours?
living the dream. I'm like, sometimes I don't even know what day it is, but
Oh,
and
often
neither,
I don't.
and neither do my AIs. Because for as many security people are very we are so dependent on time because of audit logs and working out when systems connect to what systems. I always get my AIs to like tell me the time. Because if you can't even tell me the time and it's not right, then we've got no hope in anything else.
There's a problem.
So
Yeah.
it's like hint number one, like time is critical with all things tech. I think this is other people are going to drop in, drop out. I'm not sure. They may not. So if you're okay, Kim and Zach, we can. I just want to, I was saying to Reagan, Kim, just before you started, want to get a bit more structure. So, hopefully we can start to structure it out. What are the office hours? They're a live session, no jargon, no judgment, real people doing real things, working out where AI fits in our lives. So, kind of like to keep it professional as much as possible, but we like to have fun as well, right? And we didn't build things. We just want progress, one thing at a time. And we want to record these sessions so that people can watch them on YouTube later. This is my feeble attempt at getting a couple of YouTube subscribers. So this week in AI, it's a new section. I just obviously I didn't go scouring for news. I got my AI to tell me what the latest news was. And I put it in like 5 minutes before this presentation. So at least there's some transparency. There's some new models. OpenAI, what we found is that most of the big vendors actually just follow each other on the model. Like one will release one, and then the other one will release one, and so OpenAI GPT can now process entire books in one go. Like, are you kidding me? Like, holy crap, that's just a lot of data. So hopefully those context challenges that we've been having will go, or at least be reduced. Google Gemini, bringing in GPT 5.4. I haven't tried it, I haven't used it, but it's coming in at a third of the price, which then means that I think I might even reduce my subscription levels down because I don't think I'm using things as much as I should be using them. Anthropic, that's the big news of the moment. Mythos is now just available to 50 large security companies, but it's really showing us where it's going. Olama is a locally sourced. So Kim, Ray, Zach, are you guys? I think this should be our first pop poll, first quiz poll. Anyone using locally hosted models?
So I'm using Gemma
Okay. Okay, good to know.
and then one of our devs using starting to use it as well.
Okay.
And we tried Quan for a bit. On the coding side, it wasn't doing too well early on, but it was quite heavy as well.
Is that Quinn, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was quite heavy as well, so you need a lot of decent hardware to run it.
Compute power. So
So I
what?
think the big thing with Gemma is that you don't need that much compute
Right.
powers.
Right.
There's a in there.
So one of the things that I've been using a lot of the OpenClaw, NanoClaw type systems, and what I've found is that it's good to have even a basic model just as a backup, just in case the main model fails or can't be reached, because Anthropic has had some problems this week. So just something to keep in mind. Also worth noting, open source, that's again locally hosted. If anyone, we're going to probably skip that bit. AI adoption is outpacing PC and the internet. So if anyone thinks that AI is a fad, they've got another thing coming. But yeah, it's about the AI, right? And it's how well we use AI. Survey, again, this is my AI doing my job for me. Survey says 80% of enterprise workers are avoiding or rejecting AI tools at work. I mean, that to me is like quite telling. And I think particularly because the people that are likely to be rejecting it are going to be in our age group range, if you will. Some pretty good satisfaction results, but it's obviously not perfect. And people with fully integrated AI are reporting revenue growth. So, that's tells everyone where we are. So Ray, do you want
I had some good
please.
some good experiences with Gemini this week. So
Please do share. Please do share.
I was just playing around with a video that I saw in the UK when I was there, a really good marketing campaign with a puppet that they used for the rails or
British Rail.
it was the one that's on the one that goes to Newcastle. I can't think of the name of that line, but they had a really enough where I'm traveling as an American and stopped and took a picture and said, when I get back, I'm going to put that ad. And they're just using like a Muppet, a puppet, whatever.
Yeah.
It's very effective.
Uh,
Anyways, I was trying to clone that. And
how far did you get? Yeah, I'm curious now.
it was pretty good. It didn't plagiarize it, but I was trying to figure out music and things for an ad campaign online.
Okay.
Entry level ad campaign for Facebook. So it was good. And that was my first foray into Gemini. I just want to let everyone know I had a good experience.
So
because Zach was using, right? I forget which version.
Gemma. You said Gemma.
Oh, Gemma. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Gemma model is so you have let me start my video on you.
Here, I'm gonna just put my earphones in. Give me a second. Yeah.
Yeah. So with a lot of the models that you have at the moment, there's a lot of data and there's a lot of connections between the data, which is what makes them large language models. But what what Google has done is with Gemma, they've managed to find a way to shorten the interconnections between them and compress the data as well, which basically means you get the same amount of knowledge in a smaller package, which means it's less hardware to run it, which means it makes it more accessible to more people to run offline models, which then means things like privacy and those sort of concerns are a little bit more readily expressed and served, as well as people can actually start doing proper training of the models, which is what they've always been saying. We do not be training my model to do something. You've just been, well, telling it what to do. But I can do a lot more training. And you'll see kind of, if it's going down this direction, I think we'll see a lot more um, AI on smaller devices and being able to,
Absolutely. Yeah. Couldn't
Yeah.
agree with you more. Raspberry Pis, you can now put AI models on that. I've just brought up Google Labs website, right? Because you started talking about like creating a video thing, right? Like what's we call it? So Google puts out these kind of free tools, and
Oh,
everything from so what I started playing with was to create an intro and an outro for our YouTube videos. And I think I started using either Producer or I can't even remember which one it was, but it was definitely one of these. I just started to I need an intro and an outro for our YouTube videos, and I just started to play around in here. So like if you want to do something that's kind of creative and just play around, these are all free as well.
oh, brilliant. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, there's like lots of good stuff here for people that maybe dabbling outside of ChatGPT. So I wanted to pick back up. Actually, Kim, do you want to add anything before we move on?
Well, I did just want to ask you because I did not know about that. The Google Labs.
Oh, yeah.
Is it Google AI Studio? What exactly?
So Google AI Studio is part of Labs.
Okay.
So it's Google Labs is just a bunch of like different tools that they've got that they make available. So like Mixboard, for example. Let's try it now.
So,
Right.
okay, I'm just looking at the URL. So it's labs.google.
Correct. Yeah. So if I go new project, let's start a new project and say I'm gonna do it's Gen AI and pull up our brand documentation, and I'm gonna say so let's say this plus, okay, upload, okay, Gen AI brand, let's give it the brand logo, and let's give it the font sheet. I should do, and say those. Boom. Okay. I want to create a range of merchandise for our community open hours, office hours, visitors, range of exclusive. I mean, this is like real life TV, right? So I did not plan this at all. And I can't spell merchandise. I do it. Let's see what it does. Zach, have you used this before? Mixboard?
No, I've not used this one before. No.
Hmm, that's pretty standard. Okay. So can you give me something a bit more creative? Let's Kim, if you were at a conference, what kind of swag would you want? And what kind of swag do you like?
In terms of the design of the t-shirt or in terms of
No,
other
no,
things?
like you're at a conference and you're like, oh, there's a like I'm a golf person, so anything related to golf, I'm like, oh, I've got to, right? So,
Well, then like a golf umbrella.
oh, there you go. Right, Zach, I need a suggestion from you.
But can I ask for keys for a Porsche if that's okay?
Keith, I'm with you on the Porsche thing. Maybe I'll improvise. Okay, Ray, what do you got for me?
In regards to swag,
Yeah, what do you want?
I like
How about something for Sweet Pea?
oh yes, I forgot about they do have dog swag, don't they?
Yeah.
Poop bags or a little
Oh, there you
kerchief.
go. Okay.
Yeah, they have I've noticed that they have yeah, they have poop
Okay.
bag swag, but they have
Put them on the box.
yeah, what the heck did they have that was recent? It was
All
brilliant.
right, I'm gonna
Anyways, yes, dog swag. Any sort of
Okay.
dog swag, yeah.
And how about like even a backup battery?
Ooh,
well,
I
we're
like
trying to
that.
Everybody
Okay.
needs those.
Okay, so let's do this and
That's a
go.
great idea, backup battery.
Members of our community are technologists, so things like battery backups or backpacks would be good. But there are also Porsche enthusiasts, so anything that's kind of Porsche related, Porsche designed, or Porsches. Also pet swag, dog swag would be great. Golf umbrellas and throwing a curveball. And basketball. I always like to whenever I'm prompting, I always just like to throw it a curveball just to see how it would manage it.
Mhm.
Like I've just got prompts that I've got, and it's like, oh, you're still listening to the tell me a joke at the end of every instruction. So
I like the t-shirt.
look at that. It got cancelled. So something went wrong.
Pardon me. Whoops.
And t-shirts are always good. One thing though, it's always nice to have V-neck ones for women.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Because I'm really paying attention to this because I want to use my photos to design one.
Uh-huh. So yes. Please make sure that any swag is male or female appropriate. There you go.
Can you just say gender neutral? Would it take that?
You could say gender neutral, but then you're leaving it to interpretation because then it won't specify V-necks, right?
Gotcha.
I mean, and that's the good thing about, oh, jeez, no, we're killing this thing. It's not having a good time. Do anything? Oh, no, it did. It did. I just didn't see it. There you go. All right, so here's a battery pack. Here's a backpack. We've got a golf swag or Porsche swag. Can you give us some golf swag or Porsche swag, please? Yeah, I'm not overly impressed right now, but you get what you pay for. So I guess I like it. Oh, it's doing something. Yeah, look at that, Kim.
Yep, I had a
That's awful. Look at that. It's just taking
knock
an
at the
umbrella.
door.
It's just taking an umbrella.
Oh, it's nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
no,
it's awful.
it's
I mean,
yeah.
that's not nice, but yeah.
So So again, it's experimental models. They're gonna just try, and
I even see that on Amazon and stuff like, and you can tell
yeah,
they're just slapping,
correct.
yeah, over it, and that I always skip those because I think,
And that's what we call AI slop, because
yeah.
lots of AI slop. All right, so we shipped and we built and we were building, and I guess for Zach's information, so what we started to do was we launched a community, well, we launched a Slack community. Kim, first to join, yay. When we get swag, you'll be the first to get swag, so thank you.
Aw,
Um,
thanks.
Shelfie, spelled incorrectly, launched. We now have, I think, 40 users and now a paid user. Yes. So that was pretty cool. We wired up the database for the AI journey tracker, did some environmental variables, but we were getting close to actually being able to sign in. So if Kim and Zach, you're okay with that, and Ray, I'm gonna just dive in and let's see where we get to. So we're now little VS Code environment, our IDE. I will start a terminal and I will just say npm run dev, and that's going to run. Oh, I got to do npm install probably. So that's just telling us that it can't find some of the things that it needs, right? If I want to be really lazy about it, which we're an AI group, so let's just do that, is I'll say, make sure I can run this project locally. So locally is it's running now on my local machine. It's going to work out what it's got, what it hasn't got. Kim, remind me, you're using Lovable for your stuff, right? Lovable or Bolt?
So far,
Okay. Okay.
still tons to learn, but
No,
yeah.
yeah, of course. This is like we are where we are, and that's okay. I don't know about you, Ray. I don't want to speak for you, but I'm just glad that people are on the journey. It doesn't matter how far they are on the journey, how deep they are, right? Like just be on it because you're not.
That's beautiful. Because I have a lot of people that don't want to be on the journey. Remember my cousin who works for finance?
Yep.
53, like, oh no. I'm like, I'm
Right.
afraid for his career and I can't. But I'm
Yeah.
sure at some point they're going to make, it's required but as of, 6 months ago, he was still not, he was digging
Wow.
his heels in. So
I'd love to talk to him actually
I would love that.
at some point. Just like, can we invite him and just not like, I don't want to judge, right? I just want to understand, really understand, like, is it I mean, we had my mother-in-law in town last few days, right? And for her, anything that involves like downloading an app, putting in credentials, like clicking on a link that she doesn't recognize or something like that, just immediately triggers something like this, like I don't understand it vibe. And I've tried to like get to the bottom of it or understand it. And where I've landed is it's just the resistance comes from fear, and the fear is of the unknown. And so when I said to her that I was working on an app that didn't require an app, it just like her head just went, what do you mean? And I said, well, you can text it. And she's like, what, like a normally text? And it was right, it was almost like this like world had just opened up that otherwise didn't exist. And I kind of like would like to get your cousin, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, your cousin's take on it. Like there's going to be a reason. And thankfully, with
Really strange. You know, he's has like MBA, he's younger than I am, went through some level of technology. I mean, it was the darndest thing when
right,
I'm like, well, you'll be retired real early then. I didn't say that, you know, I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
I
But
hope
he's
you're
kind
right.
of, I wouldn't
You're
say
right.
he's pig-headed,
You're right.
but
People whisper. I hope you're a bit more diplomatic than him.
I was a diplomat. Yeah, I'm like, I'm not gonna do that to Doug. Doug's kind of like he's digs his heels in and that's it.
Oh,
I'm like, okay, how am I'll come around a different way, but I
It-
think all of us, the four of us are more like-minded. We
right.
all probably have
I mean,
similar, you know.
I understand though, but it would be interesting to see, and I thought about that in the first, in the beginning when you showed the percentages and 80%.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see the breakdown of why, because I have a particular friend. I
Uh-huh.
love her. I hardly share anything with her anymore because she is adamantly against AI, and she's younger than me, significantly, and for a couple reasons. One, just fear.
Sure.
She's bought into all the fear mongering, and I get it, and I respect it, and you have to be respectful of AI. And
course.
yes, terrible things can be done.
Yeah.
That's part of it, but also the environmental impact.
Okay.
A lot of people are very against it. If for no other reason, for some people it's just that. For others, it's both. Like for her, it's both.
So
And again, we all care about the environment too. I mean, Reagan knows, like, you know, her and I are very like, I keep here all the time.
I'm a tree hugger as well, Kim.
So Zach knows Zach. Kim's a wildlife photographer, a birding photographer, but she's a big environmentalist as well. So yeah.
All right, nice.
So
I live on Isle of Man, which is the world's first UNESCO biosphere. So feel free to stop over anytime you wanna.
oh, that's so good to know.
That would be
Wow.
amazing.
That's good to know. That's fabulous to know, actually. Yeah.
Where is, can you repeat that? Where was that?
Isle of Man.
Love, man.
Isle of
Isle
Man.
of Man. Yeah. Oh, you're kidding me.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I'll
All
have to
right.
we'll send him some of my cards, my bird cards.
Yeah, send
Yeah,
Zach some bird
we
cards.
also happen to be famous for a very big motor race that happens every year, which is going to be probably in about a month's time. Motorcycle racing around the island.
Oh, really? Okay.
Fossil fuels. I don't know how that works, but hey.
I'm gonna check that. That's amazing.
All right. So I just brought up Claude, and I want to like double click on you just said it. What was the question that you asked Kim? It'd be good to know what the breakdown.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's just go here and we'll just say something.
Because 80%, I mean, obviously that's huge. And on the, like Reagan was saying, you know what? For those of us who are embracing it,
Yeah.
I think that's a good thing, right? It's tough though, because I do understand, but boy, there's, like I said, my one friend, we can't even discuss it. I can't share anything with her that I've had that had anything to do with AI.
The thing with AI and is it coming from my job? I think where a lot of people miss is that a lot of times people will look at what's my job. So I am the accountant and I am getting my Excel sheet and AI is coming to replace my job, which might be the way it was looked at initially. But right now, what's happening is your output is going to be automated.
Yeah.
What that means is if there's 4 people along the line that produce an output and you are part of that, all 4 are going to be impacted by AI. Because we're looking at replacing workflows, not replacing an individual. Because if you replace an individual, you haven't made your business any more efficient, but replacing it with a piece of technology. So you're replacing an entire workflow of when something happens at the point of entry to the point of exit, and everybody along that journey is going to be impacted. So that's the scary part. The smart part now is for everybody along their journey is how do you elevate yourself so that you can use the AI or be smart enough to tell the AI what to and what not to do so that you can make its journey better and you can move on to doing things at an orchestration level or at evaluation level right now. And that will change as well as we go along. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, as you go from here today. But for those people that are fearing the AI is coming for your job, it's not coming for your job, it's coming for your whole output line. So whatever
Right.
is up to you.
Yeah. So I don't know if you can see what I've done. So what I've said to Claude is like, I would like to understand the breakdown of why 80% are rejecting AI. There are people in our community that have friends and peers who they're trying to find ways to communicate with about AI. Can you give us a breakdown of the why? And then for every why, can you create this is how we can be AI friends infographic? So if for nothing else, like it'll be like here's how you cross the road. Like here's how you be if the people are like scared that AI is coming for their jobs, like maybe we could show them this infographic. I don't know what it's gonna. So based on the research, it's found 6 core reasons. So we're now going to get 6 infographics, one for each. If we do have one that is environmentally focused, please put in a box that says this was the carbon or energy usage to make this infographic. Do not make up any data. Yeah, I remember being at university in the 90s and having to look up research on cinefilm. Right? You'd get these like sheets and you put them in this cine thing and you'd like have to zoom in and I just wonder like how much of that has now been replaced. Small bug in the combined deck. All right, 1. All right, so I feel like I'm like at top of the pops or something. Coming in hot at number 6. My company botched it. So let's see what that looks like. Oh, that's the complete set. I don't want the complete set. Oh, that's the complete set. My company botched it. Coming in at number 6. My company botched it. 26% cite poor company AI strategy and so it's like they're not even. It's not a personal thing. It's a company thing. It's where they work. How to talk to a friend. You're right. Your company probably did botch it. But it's about process, not about technology. Try it in your own terms. Best AI. La, la, la. That's pretty cool. At number 5, we have I prefer it my way. So 46% of people like working the way that they work, which is fine, right? I think that's why what we've said in our positioning is AI done your way, right? I'm able to talk to my mother-in-law about AI because I don't mention apps. I don't mention downloads. I don't mention any of that stuff. So just helping them understand like, all right, what's the thing how do you work? Okay, you don't want it to like, how do you work? Maybe there's something there. Coming in at number 4, no one showed me how. So if this isn't a call to action, I don't know what is. Come to the It's Gen AI open hours.
On the other hand, those of us that are embracing it and moving forward have a leg up. So
we do. I mean, I mean, the only reason I let Zach onto this Zoom call was I had made him promise that he wouldn't get all geeky on us. because I would then have to retire and then hand this over to Zach to do. So, but just like having somewhere to go, right? I think that's when Ray and I spoke about what we were going to do and how we were going to operate. I was so insistent on this, like just building up a community. I think it kind of annoyed her a little bit, so I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, no. But you know what you said was interesting about the text. That's resonating with me. That once you mentioned, oh, well, I can send it through text for you.
Right.
She just her energy
Immediately,
level.
like the
And
guard.
that would be for my dad too. Like
Yeah.
he was in his 80s, but he just started to embrace texting, right? Because he
Right.
didn't come from technology. So
Right.
all
right.
for
So
whatever that's worth. I that's my takeaway on this call. Yeah.
top three. Hold on. We need a like a theme tune on. We need some background music. Da, 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 da. Wasn't it Tony Blackburn used to do da, 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 da. Hold on.
Zach would know that one.
Hold on. Sorry, I know this is so we're not gonna get to this like platform thing, but Tony Blackburn, Top of the Pops or music chart theme. Here you go.
1977 style.
1977.
Oh, it's Top of the Pops.
Coming in at number 3.
Top of the Pops, yeah.
Coming in at number 3, we have It Makes Me Feel Less Valuable. I mean,
yeah.
So that's kind of like, let's talk about that one. Zach, you look like you're in your 30s. The ladies look like they're in their 20s, so you look like
Oh, bless your heart. Bless your heart.
Tell me about like what this means. When you have friends, colleagues, peers, relatives, if you will, that are in your network and they start talking about AI and someone says, I don't feel as valuable. What do you say to them?
It's that's a real difficult one because that's more psychology one than an AI one, isn't it?
Right.
And they'll feel less valuable whether it was AI, whether it was a new hire that just came in and did something differently. And it's more a self-worth thing. But the positive is that they managed to identify that there's something in there that's causing them not to. And then the value is, I suppose, the positive is the generation of the work isn't where the value is. It's in orchestrating that work and providing that work with the details that it needs to get output. So from a perspective of generating this document that you've done here, right? So the value isn't in putting the document together, it's what's in the document itself. So if AI could produce the document, but you are driving it, you are telling it what information you want to try and get out of it. So you providing the value into the document itself. So you've got to shift, I suppose, how you measure your value in the operation as well. Because right now you're still producing the document, right? You still the orchestration behind it.
Yeah.
And it's just learning a different set of skills and understanding that your value proposition shifts from being able to understand through your years of experience how to explain to it what you want to do, so that it produces an output that's either on par or better, ideally better than what you could have done. Because you've got to do two things now. You've got to think about what it is. You've got to ask yourself the questions, go and do the research, come back and collate it. And so all of that manual work, we're getting rid of that. So your values have actually been, you've now created an environment where for the value you bring to it, which is the thinking part of it, you've created yourself the opportunity to do more thinking by getting rid of the manual work. So
you know, I spent a lot of time in consulting, and I was at the Big Four, one of the Big Four, and we used to joke like we would go from meeting to meeting, and we would call it PowerPoint gymnastics, right? One person would hold the laptop, one person would give us the content, and one person would like be doing the bullets and the boxes and all that stuff. Literally PowerPoint gymnastics from meeting to meeting. I asked it just now to what about the environment? Where does that fit? And it's like, oh, hold on a minute. Here it is. Right? Like just while we're having this conversation. So in at number 7, we
Well,
have
the key of it all is your
It's bad for the
productivity goes
planet.
up. Yeah.
it's bad for the planet.
Yeah.
There you go. So Kim, Ray, Zach, Mr. UNESCO over here. What's your feedback on this slide? Half of people, half of voters oppose data centers near their communities. What do we think?
Well, I have a question that keeps me up at night, and I haven't even jumped into it. Because of AI scale, don't you think that's going to change? Or it's not going to change anytime soon? I mean, if we're talking about water usage is really to cool it down, do you think in the very near future we'll figure that out?
Well, here's the thing that I'm baffled by, Ray. And I mean like literally baffled by, bless you.
Thank you.
If we're saying that the new GPT models can consume entire books in one context window, then why isn't someone just throwing all the environmental books and computer science books and like into these things and then saying, fix it? The same way, if we don't like a button or the color or the shade of a button, we don't fix it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to take 50 years, put it that way.
I certainly, I don't think so. I think, and I run my own.
I don't know. I mean, if it has to do with cooling, I mean, maybe Zach knows more about this, but I know there's CO2 emissions associated with it, but I just have a feeling we're going to figure it out.
We have
But
to
it's
figure
going to
it
be
out.
it's going to be a little bit of a rough road till we hit that.
I agree. But I also think, Ray, that if we got half of the people, 80% of people in our generation that are actively pushing back on it, some part of that 80% will finally come around, right? Like they're not always going to be the no. There's going to be the, oh, all right then. Like my dad eventually got a mobile phone. He hated it for years, but he then got a mobile phone. Like it just happened. But and Zach and I were talking about this earlier, the ability to use the AI effectively also has a direct impact on the environmental impact of that consumption. If I consume, right, if I don't know how to prompt well, and it's going to take me 4 times as long to like get to the same result as Kim does, right? Kim knows how to prompt it. She knows how to use skills. She knows how to like frame stuff and memory and files and all like other good stuff. Well, of course it's going to take me longer because I'm not doing that, which then of course it means more compute power, which means of course it's going to use more energy, which means of course it's going to. So it's almost the environmental opposition to it is actually learn it because you're going to like, all right, you don't want to do it because it's bad for the environment. Got it. I tell you what, everyone that you buy services from, every shop that you go to, every public utility, every TV channel, every radio station. I mean, like, unless you are living like in the bunker, winding up like your thing with your solar farm, like if you're that person, all right, there's an argument there. But anyone else, you are directly related to people that are using AI. So why are you not gonna want to use AI efficiently?
Well, every time you ask a question online, ask your phone something.
Yeah, yeah,
And people are
yeah.
doing it all the time. I mean, yeah, and I like these notes in here about the trade-offs where it's talking about, yes, it is. I agree with everything everybody's saying. It's
Trade-off.
fine. Use this technology then to resolve these issues. I mean, there's always a trade-off. I even every time, this is gonna sound strange, but every time I use, like, a public restroom, and some of them have the blowers, right, to dry your
Mhm.
hands, and some of them still have the paper, and, some people are like,
Yeah,
"Oh, they shouldn't have paper anymore, and you're, wasting trees." Well, when you use a blower, you're using electricity, and that's
sure.
using fossil fuel, so, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
but, I mean, I definitely don't think things should be destroyed for this, and yeah, we just have to figure out ways because it's not going away. That's
correct.
my thing too, it's not going away,
Oh, this horse is
so
bolted.
use it to improve things.
Yeah.
This is a totally completely separate thing, but as you know, I am, unemployed at the moment. Any suggestions on what I can put on, like, my resume in terms of AI?
Yeah, loads. Yeah,
I mean, truthfully.
yeah. No, so what I can even send you like what I did. Because I took a whole. I mean, I'll show you what I did. What I did was
Well, I'm an
doesn't matter.
newbie, very
It's
much
okay.
of a
Okay.
but certainly more than the average person, I think.
So I put in that I was consulting, right? I was consulting on a whole bunch of projects, and then I on my LinkedIn I put that I was doing professional development. So as I was talking to people, they were like, "Oh, you're doing AI?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Go to my projects page. This is what I'm working on." I'm like literally teaching myself AI by doing all these things. And then they would look and they go, "Oh, you did that?" Like, yeah. And then so here's another little thing that I did as I was interviewing. When you write a like the thank you email, right? Thank you for your time,
Mhm,
blah 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 blah. Well, what I
mhm.
was doing was I was going to t.ai.io. I can't remember. There you go. So I was then looking up the company's websites and using AI to essentially like rip their website and then create my thank you letter.
Which I do. I mean, I use AI for all of it, but I'm
Right.
saying, like, for myself, for skills and that type of thing, I don't have anything related to AI, and I have taken some of the free AI courses, and then the things that we're working on in the all my little projects that I'm experimenting with,
Uh-huh.
but I don't feel like there's do you know what I like, something I can put
Well,
for me, I
you're
don't know what I could put.
yeah, I mean, look, what do you need to understand about AI? You need to understand models, you need to understand context, you need to understand the objective, you need to project manage that, you need to create a scope, you need to define the scope, you need to manage your risk. I mean, like take those things, and I'm happy to share this transcript and all that good stuff. Take those, put those into an AI and say, give me a filler statement or something.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, we are 54. So we got, we did Bad for the Planet, and I'm going back to my little. All right, coming in at number 2, we have I don't trust it. Well, you know what? I am a security person, and I don't trust it. So anyone that trusts AI implicitly, don't. That's all I'm going to say to that. Don't. Throw it the curveball, ask it difficult questions, because I don't trust AI. That's why I use so much AI, because I want different train of thoughts. Coming. Oh, I should have. Hold on. Coming in at number one. We have It Will Take My Job. Well, if it wasn't going to be sorry, I don't know if that's politically correct, so let's leave politics out of it. If it's not going to be the AI, it's going to be the immigrants, right? Like it's going to be something. Something's going to take your job. I'm sorry. It is. Just suck it up. Like the steam train, I don't know if any of you have watched like The Making of America is like a 7-part series on Netflix,
Yeah.
right? Like I think I've watched that like 3 or 4 times over. And I just loved the like when they got on the train and the train was going west, there's nothing there, and they're building up like little stations, and the stations then built up communities and the community, right? And a horse and buggy and all of that. Like this, what's the difference?
Yeah, and to me too, it's same thing all through history. It's been like that, right?
Yeah.
When cameras came out, painters probably felt the same way. But guess what? People are still painting.
Ronan said video killed the radio store or whatever it was.
Right.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Right. It's here. It's not going anywhere. So if you think it's going to take your job, I mean, what I would say to anyone that fears this, and this is like as a former management consultant, I would say, why don't you use AI to document your job, especially the really awful parts of it, and show your leadership that, you know what, I'm in a position that I can actually help other people, right, with either embracing it or like, oh, you know what, it's going to take your job. Do you like 100% of your job? I know I don't like 100% of my job. So pick the 20% you don't like and automate it. And don't tell anyone. Shh, can be our little secret. If you join us on our Slack, you could Slack me. I'll tell you how to do it. Like, right? Like, automate the bit that you don't like. I don't like putting PowerPoints together. Spent 15 years as a consultant. Don't like doing it. Don't like doing financial models in spreadsheets. So use AI. Still have my job. And then I just find time to add value. I mean, I'm going to give a big shout out to a friend of mine, Ben T. Davis, who I worked with back in early 2000. And he made a statement. Every day he used to come in to the office, and we were a big IT outsourcing company, like global. And every day he would go into the internet and he would look at the stock price. He would look at like what was happening in the market, where the company was going. And I said, dude, we manage servers. We look after email. Like, what are you doing that for? And he's like, if you don't know where the company's going, how do you know which email or server or application they're going to care about the most?
It's interesting.
Right? I almost feel like right now, especially people in our peer group, we have that opportunity. We understand things that the younger generation don't about business, about structure, about process, about reliability, about risk. Like, use it to your advantage. All right, soapbox is done. We're coming up to the top of the hour. Closing thoughts. Has anyone got any? We didn't touch on the platform. We can pick that up next time. Blah 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 blah. No, that's Zach, this is your first office hours. Hope it was useful, valuable.
Very, thank you very much for letting me in. It's now 6 o'clock and I'm gonna have to go because my wife's gonna either fire me or worse, ask me to cook something. But yeah, thanks a lot for getting me on here. I'll try and, is it every week, is it?
Yeah, just use the link that I sent you and just register and you'll get an email reminder.
Yeah, I think I did that and I got something from.
Please go to our YouTube and can we get some subscribe? Can we get at least like 4 subscribers, which are you guys? Because we don't have any. I never thought I'd be that guy, but I'm like turning into that guy. Please subscribe, like, share.
Click down here. Don't
Yeah,
forget.
click. I don't click this, click that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, if you found it useful, please do share it with your communities, LinkedIn, social, whatever, post it to people, put it through their letterboxes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put those, I thought those slides were pretty useful.
Yep.
So I'll put those up as part of our kind of new campaign that we're going to do that I just dreamt about, Ray.
Mhm.
Which will get rolled out this weekend probably. But Kim, do you have anything to add? It's always a pleasure to have you on.
I have always so many questions, but
Drop them in the Slack.
I'll get back with you.
Drop them in the Slack.
Yeah, no, you're right. I know. Yeah.
The Slack hasn't been active because when it's just Ray and I, like, hi, and then we just end up calling each other anyway. But yeah, any questions, just fire them in there. And if you are going to jump on the Slack and you are going to put questions, if you can just tag like at VB so that I can see them get pinged about them, that'd be great.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
with that,
now we got to check out that race in Isle of Man.
no, I'm telling you,
Now I'm going to do a dive on that, a deep dive.
We're going.
awesome.
I'll send you
Well,
some videos when they come out, because it's a race that happens on the streets. There's no real sort of track for it.
Ooh, okay.
And I happen to be living on one of the areas that they go right
oh,
across.
that's cool. Yeah, definitely send
Oh,
over some
wow.
pictures.
It's cool the first
That's
year,
super
but in the
cool.
second year it's also good, and in the third year when you realize you can't get anywhere because the bloody guys are racing past you. Yeah. And then you've got to be out before 9 o'clock because they close the roads, and if
Right.
you're not stuck in there till 6 p.m. if there's no rain, in which case you're stuck in it till 9 p.m.
Oh, God.
So yeah. And
So,
you can't it's well, so it's all for
So
challenge.
Zach, if for nothing else, I've just put the community link in the chat. Please join our Slack, and if for nothing else, post us some pictures about the race this weekend.
It's not this weekend, but I will definitely post
Oh,
this.
whenever it is.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah,
Awesome.
thanks a lot for having me, and we'll chat soon.
Thank
And
you,
again,
Ray. Thank you,
you know
Kim.
my
Always a
details. If
pleasure.
anybody needs anything, feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to provide the 2 cents, if and when. Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thanks for your time. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Take care.
Thanks, Zach.